All right, when we did permutations, we've seen that the notation in NPR means the number of permutations of n things taken r at a time. So in a similar fashion, we have a notation in CR, meaning the number of combinations of n things taken r at a time. So combination, permutation. Differences are just the letters, but the n is the number of things total, r is the number of things we're pulling out. Okay. Now, the number of combinations of n things taken r at a time. So we have two ways to look at this. We can type it in our calculator in a format like this, kind of like we did with the permutation, or we can use factorials depending on what calculator we have. So if we're going to do this, let's try an example. Let's do 52C5. So we're going to basically choose 5 cards out of 52 card deck, and we're going to make just a handful of them. We don't care what order they're in. We just want to do that. And so we want to figure out how many ways that's possible. Well, so that's going to be what? And then the other way to do it is using the same thing. So n is 52. So we'll have 52 factorial divided by, and now we're going to have 52 minus 5 factorial times 5 factorial. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go use our calculator and see if we can get those to be the same answer. All right, so first things first, we're going to do the combinations. So we'll go over to probability and we'll do number 3. And we're going to take 52 card deck and we're going to choose 5 cards. So we get what? 2,598,960. So there's that many different 5 card hands we can pull out of a 52 card deck. Now, can we do that with factorials? Well, sure. We just take 52 factorial, and then it's number 4 divided by. And now on the bottom, we're going to have two things. We're going to have a 52 minus 5 factorial times a 5 factorial, and then in parentheses. And we get the same thing, which is good. So we've typed it in correctly. And so that's the two ways you can do it. Now remember, if you have the older style TI-83 calculator, you have to type in 52 first, then you go to math, hit combination, and then hit 5, and then you should get the same answer. So on the old style, you have to type in the first number first, then the combination button, and then the number 5 after that. All right, so let's go back here, and we found that there were 2598960 if we did it that way, and 2598960 if we did it that way. And that one didn't write very nicely, but that's okay. So either way, we found the same thing. Again, we can use the notation like this or with factorials. All right, so here's an example. You volunteered a pet sit for your friend who has 7 different animals. How many different pet combinations are possible if you take 3 of the 7 pets? Use both the NCR function and the factorial notation to solve. All right, well, the n is going to be 7, so we're going to have 7c, and we want to only take 3, so it's going to be 7c3. And the other way we're going to do that is 7 factorial divided by 7 minus 3 factorial times 3 factorial. And hopefully these will both, again, give us the same number. So going back over here, let's go and cheat. We're going to go back up to the top one, and we're going to put in 7, choose 3, and we get 35. And then we'll go back again, in this case to this one, and we're going to do 7. And then we'll have a 7 here, and we're going to have a 3 here, and we'll have a 3 here, and we get 35 again. So either way we do that, we get 35 as our answer. Okay, so that's again using the NCR notation as well as the factorial notation. All right, so let's stop there and let's come back for more.